if you guys can pick up my audio even. Um, I've spoken about this before. This is one of my all-time favorite games. I pretty much like every installation of this game. It's just an all-around really good game. Um, and I'm not half as good as it as I used to be. Like years ago when it was on like PS2 when I used to play it all the time as a teen. Um, as a kid, there used to be a mall that I used to play this in. It was called FYE, I believe. It was in Trumbull, Connecticut. And when I was a kid, I really didn't know what the heck I was doing. That was when they had the original, when they had the little, the dual, oh crap, when they had the, like, dual stick sort of thing, and the, the sort of, like, fake cockpit kind of controls. When they had that type of thing going on. And it was, the original, Virtual On, the type of, like, arcade version. So, I'm playing this on Xbox 360, and this is not a bad version. I mean, like I said, in my opinion, any Virtual on Mars is a good Virtual on Mars game. They're all excellent. I think there's a new one that they have even on Xbox One for Xbox One. I think you can get it on Xbox Live or something. And, yeah, this is something I've been playing for a long time. And I'm just brushing up on it. I haven't played it in a while. I think it was like a couple months ago or more when I played this, and I actually played this at uh, an ex-girlfriend's house. And to tell you the truth, I was really mad because I thought that her kids broke the controller. And I don't think they broke it. They didn't break the controller, but I thought they did at first, and I was really pissed off. I was like, they better not have broken the game. Like, Jesus Christ. It's hard. It seems hard to come by. But yeah, I'm just playing this. And, just trying to have a good day. A lot of crap's going on right now, so it's a very shaky time, personally, for me right now. I'm basically unemployed right now and looking for a job, and it's annoying me because nothing seems to be sticking. And I admit, I'm the type of... Oh, there we go. I'm the type of guy who loves certainty. I don't ever like uncertain things or indecisive type of natures and all that. I'm one of those people that's like, I have a goal, have an intent, have something in mind, very clear about that, open and honest about it, and just stick to it and do what I'm doing, have to do what needs to be done. And keep it that simple. That's one of the reasons why I'm a conservative. I'm a black man, I'm a straight man, and this is gonna make some people mad, but so this is one of the reasons why I really don't like this whole like far left liberal LGBTQ, a thousand genders, guys, down low gay men acting like they're straight men but they're really gay. And someone's gonna say, "Oh, whoa, you can't say that." No, I just said exactly everything I just said. One of the reasons why I don't like, some of these cultural movements or cultural, I don't even know what to call it, sexual, cultural, it's all a bunch of BS to me because, like I said before, my whole, and that's one of the reasons why, like, that's one of the big reasons why, whether she'll admit to it or know it or not, one of the reasons why my ex-girlfriend is my ex-girlfriend is because she doesn't really seem to get that. Like, things have to be, not set in stone, but you have to, like, Like, you have to know what you're doing and know where you're going and do what you're doing, right? There's no, it's like, does that make any sense to anybody else out there? Like, that you want to just do something and that's it, and it doesn't have, like, you know, it might make you insane for things to be up in the air. That's how I feel about things. Like, things that are, like, halfway weird, this and that. I can't stand crap like that, man. Things have to be, precise, straight to the point, are what they are, no BS, no beating around the bush. Get your job done, be good at what you're doing, do what you have to do to get done, be able to take constructive criticism, and be like a rational, what's the word, adult that takes accountability for your every action. It's like for every action, there's a reaction. And you just have to take accountability for that, right? So, like, this isn't even really supposed to be a political rant or something, but I'm only saying, like, that's why I am a conservative, and actually a Satanist and a satanic conservative of that, which is rare. But that's what I am, because, like I said before, things have to have structure, people have to take accountability, people have to be adults, and people have to be honest about everything they do. There's no room for lying, being degenerate, being conniving, living double lives. It's like all of that crap that people want to do, that's that type of behavior, like I said, to me is absolutely 100% unacceptable. It breeds chaos, it destroys every culture, every facet of life for anybody, and it's just, I'm not going to tolerate it. I refuse to ever tolerate any of that BS, man. And that means in general. You know what I mean? Like, I just will not tolerate it by any means necessary. And the thing is, when I see anything that comes close to that or has any little smidgets of BS mixed into it, I have to cut it off like it's a hydrant. You know what I mean? I have to immediately destroy it and cut it off, because in my mind, the only way I could see, like, living in security and rationality, and feeling like you have any type of understanding of what's going on around you, someone has to be the person that's accountable for things and has to have their head on straight, right? So I know that's a mouthful. I know all of that was a huge mouthful, but, like, and then you're like, oh, just play Virtual on Mars and shut up. Well, I will do that in another rant, but for my opening Virtual on Mars rant, I'm going to talk about what I'm talking about. And because the internet just wants to talk about politics all day anyway, I don't really see what's the problem. That's what you guys want to talk about anyway. Crap, you got me. But like I was saying that these are the reasons why I believe things I believe. These are reasons why I am the person I am. These are reasons why a lot of people don't like me. People get angry because I get angry just as quick back, because I'm not down for BS. I'm not going to curse in this rant, so I'm not going to say it. But for BS, like I said, it's like, if anybody comes to me with any type of BS, you already should know that you're going to get shut down violently. You already know that. It's like, don't come at me with BS. And like I said before, that's one of the main reasons why I would always get into arguments with my ex-girlfriend, and she just never would own up to anything. It could be like dead in your face something, and she just never. I hate it. It's like, just never would own up to it. And I feel like that little childish, coddled, baby, big baby mentality is the very reason why. I'll say it again. Is the very reason why you get all of these, like, weird, degenerate type of cultures and sexualities. And it's the same thing. It's like you can't do something right and you can't even be accountable or admit to anything. It's like, so everything is you want to run away from the problem. Everything is you want to blame something else. My whole thing is this: is look, if you want to be whatever you are, or whatever, just at least be honest about it. That's my whole thing. Is like, be honest though. Don't try to be like uh calling the sky yellow when the sky is blue. Don't say it's sunny out when it's raining. I always say, like, just keep it real. It's like, keep it real and accept also that, like, someone like myself does not like you, is not gonna like you, cannot stand you for the way you are, and just agree to disagree and keep it moving. You know what I mean? But I always say, my whole problem with this society today is, like, people find it really hard to do that, and it just makes me more angry. It's like, so you won't, let me see, you won't admit to anything. Okay, so that means you have no accountability. You're a big baby. You're not an adult. It just goes on and on. And I hate it. It's like, could you imagine if, like, you did anything in life, like you go to start up your car, and let's say your car is in denial that it's not starting up, or your car thinks it's something else, or it's like nothing else would be acceptable if it worked like that. You know what I mean? Like, if your heart decided that it wanted to be the lungs one day, and then, actually, no, I didn't say that. Actually, even though you're lying. Oh, actually, no, what I said was I'm the foot. Next week. Oh, and then the next week it's the hand. That's utter chaos. But see, that's how a lot of you people live. That's what I mean. That's how you behave. Like me, like, you'd say, oh, you're out of look. I'm out of a job because my store closed. The store closed. I had no control over that, right? So now I have to scramble to find security. I have to scramble like a madman to find an income, regardless of what that income is, just so at least I have an income. But see, there are some of you out there that, like, you get an income, but you're paid by, like, let's say the state or something, right? You get a disability, or you get help, or whatever, assistance, WIC, whatever you get, whatever, right? But you can't even budget that. Sorry to say, but ex-girlfriend, see, but you can't even budget that. So what's the problem here? That's my whole thing. You can't even budget with that. So you mean to tell me that the problem is you can't take constructive criticism, you're a big ass baby, and on top of that, you lack all the skills that you need to basically, how do I say this, to improvise enough to survive. Like, you just lack the basic skills. You lack the basic mental skills. You lack the self-control. You lack rationality. That's a huge one. If you're irrational, then, you can't get anything done. If you're irrational, you know what I mean? Like, when you're irrational, you just really can't function. You know? And you're self-destructive. So you destroy the very things that are supposed to be healthy and good for you, and then you welcome what you think is easy, or sometimes actually even what may be hard for you, because there's a big, how do I say it? There's always a big there's a big pill that you're just never willing to swallow. You know what I mean? So you end up making self-destructive decisions. And like I said, just like these all these weird whatever you want to call them, types, like these 1,000 genders. I'm a demigirl this one day, then actually no, I'm a man this day. No, actually I'm straight. No, I didn't say that, bro. No, then the next day it's I'm actually a little bi. No, actually I'm a straight man. What are you talking about? I have a girlfriend and a cat. Now it's like, bro. So what is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, so what is it, man? You get where I'm coming from with this? It's like, so what is it actually? Because, like I said, if your life depended on the fact of, like, your heart is beating, oh no, actually I'm not beating, oh no, actually it would be a different story. You know what I mean? Like, you'd be effing. I'm not gonna curse, but what I'm saying is you'd be effing dead at that point. You get my point? It's like nothing. So what I'm really trying to say is this, man. The same accountability you have to have in any other regard, you just need to have it, because that's part of being an adult. Like, unless you literally are going to be a child sucking your mom's titty your entire life, you need to come to grips with something. Like, you need to, get a clue. You can't be living in denial and generally what's the word, being an escapist with everything. Like, you can't run from everything. You know what I mean? You have to whatever that is, you get what I'm saying? So and I'm sorry, you guys, I have a cold. So with all that crap needing to be said, it goes back to just always reaffirming something that I said. I'm saying it again and again and again, because, like, almost from the beginning that I started this YouTube channel, I've tried to nail this home into people's heads, because in reality, number one, I just hate people like you. If you're that person that I'm talking about, I hate people like that. Number two, I want people to be better, and I would like to make this society a better place to be in. Not a crazed, degenerate-ridden war zone, for lack of a better word, where, people are punished for doing the right thing. Because that's what I see a lot of. It's like, when you do the right thing, and you're an actual upstanding individual, and you're an honest person, you're someone who stands for things, you don't go for anything, you have a backbone, you're an honest man, you're a strong individual, and by strong I mean in all capacities, you're masculine, you're a man. You know what I mean? When you're just a man, and you're just trying to get by, like myself, you're just trying to do what you need to do in life to be happy, you always get crapped on. Everybody wants to crap on you all of a sudden. It's like, oh, well, you're this, you're that, you're this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. All day and tomorrow. That's how everybody looks at you. So, I don't like that. Like, that's disgusting. That's absolutely fucking disgusting. I didn't want to curse, but that's absolutely disgusting. It's like, it should never be that, man. It should never ever be that. And like, I'm gonna speak more on this, because it's always, everyone looks at everything like it's an attack, like it's this attack of hate towards your gender or your sexuality or something. And I'll say this again, like, it's not an attack on exactly that. See, that's a half truth. It's an attack on your dishonest and degenerate ways. And by that I mean, like I said, if you're not doing anything wrong, then just be honest about what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, so what are you doing? You know what I mean? That's the question. That's so you get what I'm saying? It's not an attack on, like I said, exactly what you are. It's an attack on what you are if you are a dishonest, degenerate, scummy person. See how that works? See how that changes real fast? How it makes a big difference? See what I mean? It makes a big difference, man. It's like, if you're genuinely a good person and you can be trusted, like, you can be trusted with things, you can be trusted with finances, you can be trusted with people. Like, if you can be trusted, right? In general, and you're well liked, obviously, like, from person to person. Like, if I was to like you, regardless of your sexual preference and your you know, your pronouns, and because, you know, I had to say pronouns because everyone's always wants to talk about pronouns. It's like, whatever freak you are, and someone's like, what do you mean? See, you can't even take a joke. It's like, because, see, you are a freak, clearly. Obviously, you are. Like, are you calling me a freak? Bro, even I can admit that I'm a freak. Do you know what I mean? Like, I may be conservative, right? I may be straight, but I'm a Satanist and I am still a freak. So at the end of the day, I don't kid myself to think that I'm just, you know, the normalest person on the planet that just, like, you know, no one has a reason to judge me or look at me weird. Or, see, that's what I mean. It's about accountability. Like, I'm not gonna, like, sit here and be in denial. But that's the difference. You people, when I say, I wanted to use another term, but I'll say people. You people are in straight up denial, bro. And it's sickening. And it's absolutely sickening. And like I said, it's people like you, that would cause a person like myself to put themselves in trouble, to, you know, be violent, to assault someone, because they're always, like I said, I've said this before in other rants, there comes a point in time where a person will get violent, you know what I mean, like, because they're sick and tired of your BS, to the point to where they feel you've overstepped your boundaries, and now it's time for them to assault you. You know what I mean? And some people don't want to go there, they don't want to hear that, blah blah. But you have to understand that's a very real part of reality. You know what I mean? Like, it's a simple thing. So, like, some of you people, you know that, like, you already know that, like, under different circumstances, you would be harmed. You know that. It's like, so how can you say that? See, you're a violent Nazi, bigoted. You're a bigot, hatred, Nazi, Hitler, violent. Bro, shut up. Just shut up. It's like people knock people's teeth out for stepping on their shoes, bumping them in line, all types of crap. It is that right? No. But like I said, people come to a boiling point, and at some point, depending on who they are just not having it, and you will be assaulted. Point blank and god dang simple. You know? There's always a boiling point, and I always say there is always there's a reason. There always is a reason for it, man. And then, you know, you guys say, oh, so that's why, you know, so many people are on this, like, far right, so and so and so, and, you know, you wanna really hurt. What you want to do is you want to hurt these types of people. You want to hurt these marginalized, victimized, and you're racist, and you want to hurt brown and black people. And man, I'm black and brown myself, and look here, I'll hurt any person, god dang it, any person that does the right thing, or strikes a nerve, or puts me in a position to where I just psychologically cannot stomach whatever it is, you know, or how they're being, or whatever, or it's just the BS and the degenerate energy that's just exuding off of them, you know? And someone could say, oh, well, that's why you need to be put away. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Right? Crybaby victimhood mentality, like I said again. No accountability. See, the problem is this, man. The problem really is this. The problem is that you can't own up to the fact that you deserve to get popped. See, it's like that. It's the same thing. It's like, so you put yourself in a stupid position because you barked up the wrong tree, and then you got hurt, right? That's what I mean. It's just like any other thing. Like I said, it's like with money. It's like, you know, you put yourself in a position because you made dumb choices, and then now you're broke, you know? But, see, some people can't take accountability for that, you know? Like I said, no accountability, you know? And not even just that, but it also goes to the fact that you're not likable. That's what I have to say. You're not effing likable. You're just not. You're not effing likable. Like, maybe you're likable to some people, but not to me. You know? Like, I was never the guy who had respect or who had any type of admiration from cowardice people, or lazy people, or shit like that, or soft people. You know what I mean? Like, men that do effeminate, soft things. It's just never, you know, it all, like I said, it always, to me, was like, dishonorable, you know what I mean? It's like, it's shameful, you know what I mean? It's like, really, bro? Like, and on the same coin, like I said, it really depends. Because do I know some people that are, have feminine attributes and stuff, but I'm not gonna, like, judge them for it or rag on them for it? Yeah. You know why? Because the thing is, there's more, how do I say this? There's more overweighing attributes that they have that are good, to the point of respecting them and treating them with dignity. I'm not going to, like, how do I say it? I'm not going to, like, disrespect them, because I would feel it would be wrong, and it would just be picking on them at that point, you know? And I'm just saying, like, I'm not for that either. I'm not for people picking on people. Even though, like I said before, a lot of people, that's exactly what you'll try to say. Oh, because like I said, you never take accountability, and you always want to play a victim card. So everything you're going to say, oh, it's picking on, it's bullying. It's no. There's a fine line. There's a difference. Like I said, I don't go picking on certain people. I'm not doing that. I would never do that. You know, like I said, like, do I have some friends that are gay? Yeah. Like, do I know, like, I could at least name 2 people that are men that, like, one is soft as a baby's ass, for lack of a term, and he's a very nice gentleman. Is he, gay as a bag of Fruit Loops? Yes. Is he soft as hell? Yeah. But he's a nice guy, you know what I mean? He's a respectful person, right? And I know this guy, because I used to work with him. And I also have a friend who is not necessarily, I mean, you wouldn't, you know, he's not like a super soft person, but is he gay as hell? Yes, he's gay as hell. You know what I mean? Is his brother the exact opposite? Yeah, his brother's like the exact opposite guy. But I say that to say, like, it's not like what you people think. Like, you people think, oh, you guys you hate us because we're gay. Oh, you hate us because we're this. You hate us because we're not normal, or because you're racist. If I was white, you'd say I'm racist. Oh, you hate us because we're minorities, and because we're black and brown. And the only reason why you can't say that is because I'm black. So you can't actually say you really use that one. Because I'm going to talk on black people too for a second, right? So the thing with black people is this. In my opinion, we don't have, like I said, we don't have accountability. Like I said, it's a similar thing. A lot of us black people, like, you see all this, this Juneteenth nonsense, right? So it's like, you see this, and it's garbage, and it's hot garbage, bro. It's all hot garbage. Someone will say, oh, well, we're discriminating. No. The reason why you're always in trouble is not because you're discriminating against. It's because crap like that. Like the Juneteenth video. You guys seen the video where you got the kids at McDonald's, the high school kids, acting like goddamn baboons. Acting like it's a friggin' chimpanzee uprising. Acting like this is Hollywood, Planet of the Apes, Attack of the Apes. And someone said, oh, wait a minute, no, you know exactly what I mean, bro. You know exactly what I mean. Like, you know goddamn well that nobody in their right mind, that none of your parents, none of your relatives, no one who even raised you by any means taught you, I mean, hopefully not, taught you to act like that, bro. Now, if you're in a situation to where you're in some serious trouble, and it took a number of people to, you know, do whatever, overthrow, topple, you know, destroy something because you're in trouble, you know, or like it's a team effort because you're trying to get out of a building, something like that. Well, of course, you know, you're going to combine an effort to get break what you need to break, get out, however to save yourself. But see, that's what I mean. It's a totally different thing. Now, if you want to act like a goddamn baboon, a crazed ape, right? Because you're not even acting like a human at that point. You want to act like some goddamn apes, and then wonder why people say racist things or people have a certain look at you with this disposition, like they have this opinion of you. And they don't know anything about you as because you're black and brown. That's why. That's why. Because if you act like a goddamn animal over nothing, and like I said, there's a time and place to act like an animal, you know. But randomly destroying things, you know, looting, rioting, you know, stealing in mass, you know, stealing in like mass numbers, like, you know, you're stealing everything out of the friggin' what was that place in I think it was in California or something. I can't remember, but if you're stealing huge amounts of things out of a store in big groups, something's clearly wrong. So something is wrong. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is you can't be black. Think of it like this. How are you going to be black and act like that? Because you already know what that amounts to. You already know. So, basically, what I'm trying to say is, like I said, you have to have accountability. You have to realize that it doesn't matter how we got in the position we got in. You have to, as an individual, do better because you're only going to perpetuate a certain occurrence over and over if you don't. And it's not going to be a good one. You know, you're going to be judged, you're going to be scrutinized. For those who are ignorant enough to actually believe certain things, they're going to continue to believe it because you're not, in a large way or as a group, you're not showing difference. You know, what you're doing is you're falling for the same tactics